ghouls. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Ash and you are most welcome here at All Hallows Raven, the home of the spooky, the scrappy and the terrifyingly bookish. We're going terrifyingly bookish again today. I know I've already done a TBR, but there is a very joyous, glorious event going on this weekend. I believe it starts today, and that is Weekendween. I keep wanting to call it Camp Weekendween, but I think that was just their theme that they had last year. So Weekendween, which is hosted by Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte and Gabby from Gabby Reads, and they do various ween related readathons throughout the year. So their main one is Summerween. They do a Summerween readathon, but I believe they also do Winterween, Spring Flingween, and then Weekendween. I think those are all of them. I will link their channels down below in any case. I am not doing particularly well on my October TBR because of our trip to Paris, and then I was ill for a week, and I'm not the kind of person that finds comfort in reading when I'm not well, because I like to be fully immersed in the book, and this was a severe head cold. It wasn't that, but it was a severe head cold, so just any sort of concentration of any kind was reserved solely for trying to do my job, and then the rest of the time just lounging on the couch, being grumpy, basically. So I haven't done particularly well. If you've not seen my October TBR, it is further back on my uploads, and this is also part of an event, if you like, on my channel called 13 Days of Ravenween. So the October TBR is on that playlist as well. I will link relevant things down below for you. So I have my planner with me where I've written down prompts. So the first one is a coin toss. Coin toss decides your first read. So I took this to mean choose 2 books and then toss a coin to choose which one. So these are going to be the 2 that I decide between. I am excited for both. I do have a preference. I won't tell you which. So I'm going to put this one as heads because there is at least part of a head on this book. And we'll go for this one for tails because, you know, someone's chasing their tails in this. So hopefully Editing Ash can pop some book covers up there to remind you while we're doing this. Okay, so I have this coin that I found. It looks to be quite an old coin. It's 1992, so it's 30 years old, this coin. Bailiwick of Jersey, 10 pence. And obviously we have the late Queen's head on the other side. I'm just going to do it like this because of wanting to do a quick video. I'm just going to toss the coin, and you'll mostly just have to trust me, I guess. Here we go. What did we get? I can't even see. Yes! Heads. Which means, of course, Mexican Gothic. Yes, this was my preference. I am excited to have a good fun time with this one, but this was my preference. If you haven't seen my October TBR, this is a sentient house story, I think. Feminist reimagining of Gothic fantasy in which a young socialite discovers the haunting secrets of a beautiful old mansion in 1950s Mexico after the terrified plea from her cousin, who is newly married and moved into her new husband's mansion. And it says somewhere, "He is trying to poison me. You must come for me, Noemi. You have to save me." So excited for that one. How long is this one? Oh, it's about 300 pages. It's not as long as I thought. So Hide will have to wait for another time. I will be carrying through some of my October picks for November. I'm not going to set a TBR for November, I don't think, and just finish off my October TBR. So it'll be Gothember. So the next prompt is read a book with a monster in it or on the cover. I went for Burn Down, Rise Up, and right there on the cover you can see some creepy looking claws of some description. But if that wasn't enough, I'm going to take that as being a monster. Really excited for this one. It's about some sort of game in a subway. It's YA, so it's teenagers. And there's also commentary on race, because it says, after all, the police only look for the white kids. And there's people going missing. I think 2 teenagers team up to investigate. They soon discover that everything is tied to a terrifying urban legend called the Echo Game. And it's something to do with a game in the subway. There were only 3 rules to live by for the next hour if we wanted to survive. 1 before 3 a.m, but no earlier than 2:45 a.m. Flip a coin. Oh, we've just done that. 3 times to decide between 2 directions. 2, begin the journey the minute it is 3 a.m. and chant "We are echo bound" 3 times. Continue in the direction chosen. Do not end the journey before 4 a.m. If you try, you will become part of the journey. That sounds amazing, in all honesty, even though it doesn't really tell you that much, but I love that. Next prompt is a spooky audiobook or a horror graphic novel, and I do have this physically. It's on my TBR, but Scribd has the audiobook, and that is Final Girls by Riley Sager. Yes, Riley Sager. This has a somewhat similar premise to the Final Girls support group, which I read earlier on in the year. I have a vlog where I read that, if you want to check that out. And it's basically people picking off 3... There's 3 final girls who know each other, is what I gather, but they were involved in their own separate, incidents and survived those incidents. And then it looks like someone's trying to pick them off. So that's basically that. Looking forward to that. I've got some cleaning and decorating still to do today, so I'll probably start that when I do that. And the final prompt is read a book in the dark, which obviously I could have done any of these to make it easier for myself, but no, I'm trying to get through some of these October books this weekend. So I've chosen Horror Store. I said in that TBR that it's about time that I got to this. It's been sat on my shelf for a while because I was a bit intimidated by it. But now I've read Grady Hendrix and really enjoyed that book that I read. I think I'm ready to tackle this one. There's some mixed media elements in this, and it is less than 300 pages. So, and honestly, the text is pretty big. I don't know if that perspective will give you any real information. Basically, this is set in a furniture store similar to IKEA or IKEA. And weird things have been happening. The staff have been turning up and there's things broken and smashed and all that sort of thing. And 3 employees decide for some reason that they will stay in the furniture store overnight to try and figure out what's happening, rather than me. So this sounds like a good time. My husband did read like the first page or so when I very first got this, and he was like, yeah, this I think this is going to be good. But this packaging of it is just packaged like amazing. Like it actually looks like a catalogue, like the beginnings of each chapter. Like, so good. So I might sit with a candle or something and read that. I just wanted to give a quick shout out while we're reading spooky books here. There's one missing because it's in the book that's by my bed, which is currently Belladonna, which is on my October TBR. But these are Filthy Bookmarks by @Bookie_weirdo over on Instagram. She's amazing. I don't know if the Halloween ones will still be available, but if you love a filthy bookmark, to put it quite bluntly, she makes bookmarks with filthy bookish sayings on, and they're in a very similar design to these. These were the Halloween ones, so these were an immediate add to cart and check out. The one I've got in Belladonna is like a witchy one, but this says Creeping It Real. And because it's so neon and it's got that creepy hand, I think I'm going to put it in Burn Down, Rise Up. Yay! Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun. So I think that one needs to go in Horror Store. We've got Hello Queen, Bad to the Bone, and Love at First Bite. I'm not really reading a vampire-y one here. I think we'll go for Bad to the Bone for Final Girls, because whoever's doing these things is bad to the bone for sure. Little skeleton. Oh, but I liked that they had a little image on the end, so I'm gonna Love at First Bite. Who knows, there might be some of that in this. And then it's got the blood drips poking out. So I hope you enjoyed that very quick video. So that's what I'm looking like for this weekend, and I'll hopefully get through all of these. Very aesthetic with those bookmarks. Wish me luck, because this will make a really nice dent into Gothtober just at the end of October if I can do this. So very excited for everything on this list. I was excited for everything on my Gothtober list anyway. Check that out if you're interested, because that TBR was chosen by a creepy game, which was amazing. Let me know if you are reading or doing anything spooky this most Halloween of weekends. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you did enjoy it, and check out the playlist of 13 Days of Ravenween if you haven't already. And until next time, I don't know what's going on with my hair. I've got like a 70s final girl look going. I don't know if I look a bit like, with my glasses on, if I look like a teacher that goes all out for the festive season. No idea what the glare is gonna. Oh, seriously. Alexa, lights to full. Literally just sat down to film and got my shot all nice. Hello ghouls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, your channel, my channel, it's my channel. I really wanted this to be just a quick film, straight upload, but living by a main road just makes that really impossible. Oh my goodness. I just want to hold it like this. I just want to hold it in an aesthetic way, okay? Leave me alone.